hit a rough patch again.
So I finished this cake in 2 days. Breakfast of Champions.
I had this whole plan that started a month ago where I was going to start making this little clip show of videos.
I pulled a 4-week-old kitten out of a sewer drain today. Let's talk about it.
I was planning to take home a kitten.
Guess who just pulled a kitten out of the sewer? Say hi!
Long story short, I found this kitten inside of a sewer grate and she was stuck in there, and I tried for 3 days to get her out. I called the police department, which is our animal control in town, and they did nothing about it. I thought they took care of it, went back to the same spot the next night, and it was raining outside and she was still stuck in there. The day I got her out, she was finally sitting right in the bottom instead of in this little tunnel like she was before where I could not physically reach her. She was sitting in the bottom and she was staring up at me, meowing like she was ready to come out. She wasn't hissing at me. I reached my hand in and luckily my arm was just long enough. I was deep all the way into my neck in this sewer grate reaching for her, and I scruffed her and I pulled her little butt out. She was 3 weeks old and I named her Michelangelo after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Hi. Do you see yourself?
Luckily, I used to work at our local Humane Society for 2 years. They let me take her there, and I had decided that I wanted to adopt her, but she needed so many things done, and so I hooked it up with the shelter manager where after she got her shots and her spay and her weight up, like, I would take her home. So I was going there and I was visiting her every week for the last month. We would play and she would cuddle up into my chest. She would play so hard that her pupils would be huge, but she would never use her claws on me. And when I would pick her up and she was done playing, instead of freaking out like a kitten would do because they're still so hyperactive and excited, she would just nuzzle into me and melt in my chest like the day I took her out of the sewer and wait for little nuzzles and kisses. Unfortunately, the other day, I got a phone call right away in the morning that Michelangelo went in for her spay, and when they opened her up, they found out that her organs were just full of pus. So they had to put her down.
Big yawn.
It was really hard because, the last month was just imagining all these things that we were gonna do together. I was gonna take her in the car with me everywhere. She was gonna go for rides, and we were gonna go for walks outside. And
Guys, I'm so excited for the story time I'm gonna have for you.
I was so excited to come home and not be alone anymore.
Today is the first day towards the next possibly 20 years of my life. I'm crying because I'm so happy, don't worry.
And she was special to me. I have borderline personality disorder, and it's not very easy for me to fall in love so fast and to like somebody right away, but as soon as I get attached, I get really attached, and I got really attached to her, and it was clear that she fell in love with me.
I just found a rare Teenage Mutant Ninja cat. Kidding, this a baby. I pulled this best friend out of the sewer. So cute.
She was mine, and I was so excited to have something that was mine because I don't feel close to anyone in my life like I ever have with animals. I was raised by dogs pretty much for the most part. I had really a shitty upbringing with drugs and alcohol. My mom worked all the time, so I was stuck with my dad when he was home. But the highlights of my childhood were when I would do things with my dogs, and I picked up their mannerisms and all those things. So I thought a lot about taking a cat home because I have taken care of a cat, but it's not always the same with them.
You're all wet.
I was ready for that kind of love and connection. Because, love with an animal is so unconditional, and they understand you and you understand them. And sometimes I feel like I love the people in my life so much, my friends and my family, but a lot of the times I feel like I'm pretending when I'm with them to be so happy and to be so funny and peppy because I'm just waiting for that something to truly connect with. So now it comes down to I have been fighting off this depression again. I fell into a really, really dark depression my senior year. Lasted just like 3 years, and I didn't even realize it was going on. I had started therapy around that time because my mom had just kind of had enough of it. I was just in a really dark place for so long, and I was in theater, so I pretended every day how I was feeling with my friends, and then I would come home and I would be a completely different person, and I would lash out and get angry, and I just kind of felt like a cornered animal when people would talk to me. It wasn't until September of this year, actually, that things started getting better. 3 years is a long time of being so unhappy, and I think that's part of the reason why my acne got so bad was because I was crying like all the time, and my pillows would get so filthy from me crying all the time, and I didn't know that you should wash your pillowcase like at least every week. I would do it every month. So I just have never felt super understood by anyone. My therapist asks me all the time, is there anyone that you can really lean on? Is there anyone that you can talk to about things that you feel like will understand you? And I never have a good answer. So doing YouTube is really nice because, I have always just loved coming on here and watching. Why did it sound like I said gumming? Coming. I have to make some kind of joke, okay? I've always loved coming on here since being a child and watching Luke Wales videos and being able to see him going through things so candidly and relating to him and just like all these other people. It feels good to just not be like the only one. It was funny because I posted a TikTok about something that I was going through the other day and my BPD and all these things, and I was crying. I was worried about posting it, but I was like, it'll be fine, and I did. I posted it, it got a couple hundred views and a lot of comments, and it was the most supported that I'd felt in that scenario ever in my entire life. I've never felt that supported by like anyone else ever for that kind of situation. And I was like, wow, for a second there was community. But on TikTok, you can't be candid all the time because people are scary. Today is 3 days since I found out about Michelangelo's passing, and I feel awful. But I also feel like, I gave her another month to live because she wouldn't have survived any longer in that sewer without food. I don't know how long she was down there. It was 3 days that I know of. They had to put her down, but I gave her some time, and I gave her some love, and I gave her a warm place. And I would be bawling my eyes out right now if I hadn't already drained all of my tears over the course of the last 3 days, and I have not drinking enough water.
I just signed some papers, so in about 8 weeks she'll be home with me. Hi, Mikey.
She was so special to me, and she will always be a part of my story, and I will always talk about that kitten that I heard crying on a walk and screaming for help in a sewer grate. But now the fear and the worry sets in that I have been fighting off this depression, thinking that I was going to take her home and not be lonely. I've just been so sick of every single day being the same, talking to the same people, doing the same thing, trying to obtain the same hobbies and be good at something. And I've been on my phone a lot more. I've been watching a lot more TikTok, which is like, wow, I feel fucking useless. I was excited to come home to someone every day and to be loved by something, and I knew that I wouldn't be on my phone with her because that's always my rule with animals and with people. It's quality time. And now that there's no change. Every single day is just gonna keep on being the same unless something crazy happens. I don't want to be a waitress forever, but I don't know what I want to do. And I love my friends, but I need something more, and I am not finding more. I feel like the things that I've connected with most in my life just end up going away. And my parents don't understand it. My sister doesn't understand it. The people around, they don't understand it. This closed off feeling that I have, this isolated feeling that I have because I just don't connect with other people. I'm just like masking all the time and pretending like, yeah, this works, and it doesn't. I slept all day yesterday and went to work for like 3 hours because I'm a waitress, so I don't have to be there for very long. I smiled for my customers, and when I was in the kitchen, I was absolutely silent. Today I woke up and I decided that I can't just keep on doing that, you know, because it doesn't lead to anything good. And when I was depressed, I was so unhappy, obviously, because I was fucking depressed. I'm depressed right now, but I'm choosing not to go through it alone. And I feel like relating is the best possible thing to do and being candid, so I came on here to talk about it because I figured someone could relate to me. I put on makeup and I got ready for the first time in a couple days, like, you know, solidly. I feel like when I'm really depressed, eating cake, watching Luke Whale, going for a walk, listening to music and playing music, doing my makeup, all of those things make me feel a little bit better. I wanted a breakfast burrito so badly this morning. Didn't get to Taco Bell until right at 11 o'clock. Like, is there any way? I know it's 11 o'clock, the screen, I watched it change in front of my eyes. I was like, could you just please give me a breakfast burrito? And they were like, oh. Even if we wanted to, we ran out of eggs like 10 minutes ago, and I was like, fuck! Thank you so much, have a good day. I think that when you're depressed, you need to have like a personal chef or something, because I just kept thinking, I need someone to make me a breakfast burrito right now, and I don't know who to call. Is it Indeed? Find someone with the job description, depressionist cook. I need one of those. I'll pay you like 20 bucks to make me a freaking burrito, dude. So I just came home and ate more cake and a couple cherries, and I had a McDonald's iced coffee. I don't know what next steps are right now. I don't feel 100% today. I'm supposed to go to the mall with friends. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but I also know that I can't just keep spending time alone, because that's the problem in the first place, right? I feel lonely. I want to keep making videos, because making videos feels like something new, something consistent, but also like something fun that I get to do and improve on. And, you know, you guys, I've noticed that when I'm making videos, I'm definitely a lot happier than when I'm not. I feel a lot more creative and like I'm doing something more than just being a waitress. I appreciate you guys and all the support and the love that you've given me. I'm almost to 500 subscribers, which is like kind of crazy, so if you want to subscribe to me, you should probably just subscribe. No, I'm kidding. I definitely feel good and different right now. Some kind of good and different. My mom keeps on saying there'll be other options, there'll be other animals, but it's not even like that. I wasn't seeking out anything. I found her, and she was mine, and then the world took her away from me. It was like the day before all this happened, I watched Final Destination, Bloodlines, the new movie, and you know, the whole premise around that is like these people who were never supposed to be here. They were not supposed to be born or whatever, so death took them out of the world one by one. It was just like weird to me, because I was like, she was in that sewer, she was stuck in that sewer, no one was stopping to save her. The animal control wouldn't get her out, but I got her out and I saved her life, and a month later, the universe still just took her away. I am gonna miss her, like, a lot. I would think about how I need to screw my TV in, because on these little stands, and there's all these little squishmallows lined up along my TV, and I was like, you know, if she jumps up there, then she's gonna play with the squishmallows and knock the TV over, and then she's gonna die because the TV's gonna fall on her. I was thinking about how she's probably gonna want to scratch this rug on the wall, because, you know, that's what cats like to do, but it's fine, because I only spent, you know, 20 bucks on that rug. Like, I can replace it. Like, anything she wants, she can have. And we're going for walks together. Ticks have been really bad lately, especially in Minnesota, so just hope that she doesn't get Lyme's disease. Or when we sleep together, I really hope that she will want to sleep on me sometimes, but you know, other times I just really hope that she wants her own personal space, but she'll sleep close to me so I can hear her purring. Like, I swear every single second that I wasn't stressed out about something else, I was thinking about her, which is like a lot of my time. I was just thinking about her and her coming home and all the things that we were gonna do. It's not about there being other animals, it's about her being her, and I don't get attached that easily, but when I do, I'm very attached, and now she's gone. I can't give any kind of happy quotes or anything for the end of this, or say, you know, but things are gonna look up, because I don't know what the next couple of weeks are gonna look like, or months or years. But thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for being here, for watching my videos, for, you know, just subscribing to me and actually paying attention, like, I don't know, relating. I hope that you can relate and feel better. Please feel better. I have been working on this video just like slowly from a month ago. that I recorded. If I post anything after this, it's probably gonna be backloaded. But I'll let you know if it's recent or not. Stay safe out there. Keep being you. Happy Mental Health Awareness Month. Congratulations for holding on till May. You did it. I did it. We did it. You guys are beautiful, and I love you. Keep combination in your pizza rolls. Slay, oh, slay, slay. I'll see you guys another day. Thank you for being so supportive of me. Really, seriously, you guys will have absolutely no idea how important this channel is to me. So, thank you. Okay. Bye. So I did end up going out with my friends yesterday. We went to Olive Garden and I told the waiter that he had dyke eyebrows. No, I meant to say dark. And then he said, I get that all the time. I know it feels like there's a ball in my stomach and I think that I'm constipated. All these kids have got affluent inside, going wrecking their daddy's bedside. Crystal liquor cups and designer drugs. They say money can't buy you no love, but a diamond cheers you right up.
Can you see yourself?
Give me none of your affluent inside, affluent inside.